It is time to get into the next section of the Vincent's Tale saga. Now, instead of taking and watching these outside of YouTube and then looking at Starry Night, I'm going to react to all three of these one go. Ooh, this is loud, even at like level 40. And the fact here's my thing, the fact he did this as a live stream, insanity in my opinion. Because regardless of anything,
Baby No Baby with a banger for the weekend. That was
this looks more like a
done.
production, like a movie. So to premiere it as a live stream is just nuts.
All right, we've got a chart-to-chart exclusive now coming in. Some new cat who goes by the name of Ren. This one right here is I don't give two fucks. Neither does a virgin.
Starving for some food for thought. I hide away. I'm a student of a melancholy prodigy, catching supernovas falling from the Milky Way.
Is that a human or an angel singing?
I'll shy away. Maybe I'll get high today. I get stuck.
Is that Knox Hill's voice that's being used for this, or at least for that little bit of like announcement for the video for the top or whatever?
A man has died after being stabbed last night in the shopping district of London Paddington. Police say the victim is 29-year-old Edmund Lockridge, the son of Lord Lucian Lockridge, the billionaire founder of Lockridge Incorporated. The company has been at the centre of several recent controversies, though police have stressed there is no indication at this stage that the attack is connected. A 34-year-old man from Shepherd's Bush was arrested at the scene and remains in custody.
Yes, that's right. Just after 9:30 last night, emergency services were called to this pedestrian strip on Parade Street, Paddington. Witnesses describe a heat altercation followed by Mr. Lockridge collapsing from stab wounds. Vincent Gavon, described by neighbours as quiet and someone who kept to himself, was detained minutes later. Police say they are keeping an open mind on motive, including whether the attack was politically motivated.
In Westminster this afternoon.
So we got a stabbing and politically motivated, and I'll be honest with you, it's kind of interesting because more of that type of stuff, regardless of everything outside of, what's been shown so far in Vincent's Tale, this whole thing has been very much a reflection of society, and we're seeing more and more politically and even economically motivated type of things, whether it be the killing of the targeted killing of the pharmaceutical CEO, or even the attempt on Trump. And I'm trying to think, because there's been a couple of others. There's been a judge and her son was killed. There's been a lot of like politically things the world over seem to be at a point where people are just tired of being trod on, basically. So whether it's intentional or not, it's very much, again, mirror society, kind of showing, hey, look.
Was politically motivated.
In Westminster this afternoon, police and ministers responded to the growing public concern. We take you there now.
At approximately 3:09 this morning, Vincent Gavin was charged with murder. Our deepest condolences go to the Lockridge family. As this is an ongoing investigation, further comment would be inappropriate.
Will this be treated as an act of extremism?
We're keeping an open mind.
Minister!
Which normally means they've already made up their minds.
Is this a sign of a wider breakdown in public safety?
What happened last night is not just an attack on an individual, but on the values that underpin our society. The Prime Minister will be reviewing measures to ensure crimes of this nature.
I find it funny because that phrasing, this attack is an attack on our values, and we've seen rhetoric like this from in other instances. This attack on freedom or the underpinnings of society, what our society is founded on, and everything like that. But what they fail to take and either mention, or they just obtusely overlook, or just they're so far removed from what most normal people go through. That system that they want to take and hold up, while it's got its spots of beauty, it's been corrupted, and it's been corrupted for a long fucking time. So those foundations, there's long been cracks in them.
Face the toughest possible response.
Thank you, Minister. Lord Lockridge! There have been some accusations that your company's practices...
My son was murdered. That is the truth. That is the only truth. Attempts to justify or rationalize this crime are beneath contempt. And that is all I have to say on the matter.
Okay, that's all for today. Thank you. Thank you.
In an extraordinary turn, the public have been left completely divided. Some of the population see Vincent as a new age devil, whilst others see him as a modern-day hero, striking a blow against the status quo.
Same thing we've seen. I love the core, like same thing we've seen with the guy that killed the pharmaceutical CEO. The fact that that happened here in the U.S. and the fact that American society is so beholden to pharmaceutical companies, like you live or die. I don't understand how it is that here in this country, but even the world over, pick an industry, that your country seems to run on. See how well things are reported or twisted or people are held up. I'm not saying stuff like that's right, because it's not. I'm sorry. You don't take and go after someone because they're part of a system that's built. It's just, there should be other ways of taking and handling that, but that shows a depth of despair and just outright just being done with shit for the most part, but he was vilified as, like, a lot of folks hold him up as a poster child of basically being done with the system, taking and doing something that a lot of people deem righteous, even though it wasn't. It's really, really, we're living in interesting times. I love, again, so much of the mirror that he's holding up to society, like all of this should be seen, I think, on a much wider thing.
I'm stood outside the courthouse, and although officials have described this as an open and shut case, you can see there's clear public divide between support and condemnation for Vincent Gavon. Back to you.
With the suspect now formally charged, the question remains a sign of something deeper in Britain today.
Jesus Christ. What a load of shit.
Compliance. Life without passion is a world without violence. From the same Lockridge Industries laboratories that brought the world's first medication formulated to heal the global economy, Envian. Comply More, a new, groundbreaking series of treatments, is here to change the world all over again. Finally, an alternative to the responsibilities faced in modern-day relationships. Throughout history, human minds have been afflicted with absurd delusions, such as individuality and fairness. Are your children starting to develop their own personalities as they grow? Are you tired of waking up every day and having to pretend to listen to other people prattle on about their right to self-expression? But that can all stop with just 2 easy-to-swallow tablets taken before, after, and during every meal.
Side effects include spontaneous
Before,
ankle jingling,
after,
unexpected emotional flash
during
mobs, mild to severe haunted elbow syndrome, involuntary shadow twitching.
Yo, the dosage plan on that. Oh my God.
Temporary loss of the ability to pronounce the letter S. Sudden memories from lives you definitely didn't live.
Memories from lives you didn't live.
Good evening and welcome to Britannia Speaks, where the nation debates the issues that matter most. Tonight, Vincent Gabon, charged with the murder of Edmund Lockridge. Who is he? It's a tragedy that has sparked outrage, division and a national conversation. On our panel tonight, Sir Douglas Kane, former Chief of Police. We have Dr. Aston Tolliday, political scientist. We have Cassie Blaze, who is an actress, influencer and former contestant on the TV dating show Swipe Right Forever. We have Percy Price, Professor of Psychosurgical Medicine at Cambridge University. So, without further ado, let us go to our first question from the audience.
Thank you. My question is, has Britain lost control of its streets? I work 2 jobs, finish at midnight, and honestly, I can't afford to change my shift, but I don't feel safe. My niece is 14 and won't go out after dark, and all the politicians are just arguing on a Twitter instead of doing, well, anything, really. Should we feel safe, or is it over for this country?
Take this one, Sir Douglas.
Yeah, it's quite simple. Britain has gone soft. The people in charge of our legal system now have absolutely no backbone. Now, back in my day, they get punished and punished properly. These days, it seems that you get a TikTok account and some sort of documentary on Netflix. And I'm sorry, but you should be afraid. You really should. The people who run this country are afraid to make any decision in case they offend somebody.
Dr. Tolliday.
With all due respect, it's exactly that thinking.
Yes, it comes from somebody who knows about criminals. This structural inequality does nothing. What are you going to tell me next? That road cones have feelings and emotions?
Actually, what we're seeing is the collapse of social support networks, rising poverty, inequality of wealth.
That's absolute rubbish. People aren't being stabbed because of inequality. They're doing it because they can, and we're letting them.
Let me break this up slightly and bring in Cassie here. What would you say?
Well, I think that...
Dude, again, because after every, like, there's so many panel shows like this, it just, really debate for the sake of public spectacle. It's the bread and circus to take and keep you entertained, while taking and also keeping that divide of, mostly it's class, because it used to be, what's crazy is the divide should, how do I put this? The divides these days more about class. It's still class-based because the elites take and give down the propaganda to take and keep the people that are beneath them divided. But it's more along ideological lines these days and more socio-economic status these days. Even amongst the poor. Oh, I've got just a little bit more money. Oh, there's no reason why somebody that's flipping burgers should make more than minimum wage, while being completely stupid to the fact of minimum wage was meant to take and be the minimum living wage. So the minimum wage that a person should be paid so they can pay rent, get groceries, and literally live. It's wild to me how much they push to keep everybody distracted. And this stuff like this is a prime example.
I think maybe you're both right. Like, Sir Douglas here thinks we should be hard, but Dr. Tolliday thinks we should be soft and gentle. I personally think it's nice with a mix of hard and gentle.
Lord have mercy. And you got people like that are on the panel shows too.
Excellent point, Cassie. Yeah, the audience loves it, which brings us to our next question, really. Should Vincent face the harshest punishment, do you think?
Yes, without a shadow of a doubt. I mean, let's set an example. Let's be harsh. Let's give him the worst we can do. Let's brand him. Let's publicly humiliate him. Whatever it is. We've got to stop people from doing these offences. We've got to make crimes as unappealing as possible.
That's medieval. Every study shows that harsher punishments...
I'm sorry. I'm going to have to interrupt you there. I'm sorry. This study stopped someone from getting murdered in Paddington last night? No. Now, you can make statistics and anything you want as long as you want, but it's not going to stop a blade from going into your gut, and nor is your PhD.
What works is investment in communities.
Oh, yes.
The problem is this argument right here, even like it happens ad nauseum within society on television and academic circles. The problem is both of them have truth to what they're saying. There should be penalties for doing wrong. However, there should be investment to take and keep things to where people have more opportunity, because poverty breeds crime. Regardless of how everything should play out, oh, there's opportunities that are presented. Whenever, like, the fact of the matter is, both are true. There should be a clear deterrent, strong, harsh penalties. There should be a clear deterrent for wrongdoing, but there should be community investment to make sure that there's as many opportunities and possibilities for the people that are living within poverty. Like, the two kind of go hand in hand, but the thing is, those mindsets are so divided, and they're that way to keep everybody taking and seeing one viewpoint or the other without seeing, hey, both can be actually true. Like, it's the mirror of society that he's painting within this shit is absolutely fucking insane. Absolutely fucking insane. Like, oh my goodness.
It's a welfare handouts to youth clubs so that some of these thugs can do interpretive dance for their feelings.
It's called therapy.
Called a waste of money.
What do you think, Cassie? What would you say?
Well, I don't even know Vincent, but if it makes everyone feel safer, I think we should just punish him, right? Like,
Off with his head!
the vibes are what's important here. So if he's gonna bring the bad vibes, I think he should do the time, honey.
Yeah. This is about dealing with issues systemic.
Final thought on this, Sir Douglas.
Final thought. Lock him up, throw away the key.
Yay! All right, well, that brings us to the final question. What does this all mean for the future of Britain?
Well, it means war. It means war. The public are at danger. We've been wrapped in this sort of bubble wrap. I mean, if it was up to me, I would have the soldiers on the streets right now.
The real war is with inequality.
God.
Vincent is a symptom, not a cause. If we don't address the root cause...
The root cause is if he'd not picked up a weapon and picked up a job application instead.
Well, I think that we should just be nicer to each other, you know? Like, if we just meditated more, this wouldn't happen, that wouldn't happen. And, like, there was this one time where the two guys I was talking to, they found out about each other, and it was a right mess. They wanted to have a talk about it, so I just turned my phone off, went to the back garden with a matcha martini, and meditated, like, really hard. And honestly, that solved all of my problems, so...
Of time, so I'm going to say thank you to our panel, but also Professor Price. You've been rather quiet sitting there, made a lot of notes. Do you have any insights to share with us?
Yes. Yes. You people talk of punishment, yes? Policy, poverty, and whatever it is you're talking about, but crime is not a social issue. No, no, no. It is a neurological one. It is a matter of circuitry, misfiring impulses, faulty...
Oh, that's the type of logic that took and got people lobotomized back in the day.
...wiring in the prefrontal cortex. You see, we can punish, yes, and punish and punish. Naughty boy. Yeah, yeah. But nothing ever changes, right? And why? Because we are disciplining behavior when we could simply repair the machine. You, sir, would you imprison or jail a lamp simply for flickering? No, of course not. It would be preposterous, it would be absurd. You would simply acquire a new bulb. Well, Vincent is a broken lamp. And I have a new light bulb.
Oh, boy. Yo.
Well, you heard it here first. With that, it is good night from us.
Look, we haven't even had a proper debate. We'll see you all same time next week.
Join us then. Good night.
And the interplay between the three is always lost. All right, so that's night one. So I'm gonna say this, like, just in that first episode, it like the causation and correlations and treatment basically, because dude, this is it's I can't say this enough. It's such a mirror to society and the state that society is in today. Because that whole thing of he's a symptom and things like that happening, yes, they're dire, they're extreme, but often they're brought about by either dire circumstances and feeling like you've got nowhere else to turn, nothing else that they can do, and that's just the way the cookie crumbles basically, right? Is it the right mindset? No, not at all, because there's always alternatives, whether you take and see them or not. But fighting out against a system that you think is broken in a means of killing someone, like we're going to start seeing more and more of that the further I think we take and go along here in the next couple years, especially because every I think there's people in a lot of countries, especially developed countries, that especially feel that way. All this talk of freedom and values, and it's hard to take and feel free when you're taking and working 80 hours a fucking week. It's hard to take and have values when you have no enviable prospects around to take and dig yourself out of the hole that you see yourself in, whether you were born into a socioeconomic place to where there's little to zero prospects, and the only prospects that there do seem to be is the quick money kind. Like there's gonna be like there's definitely symptoms. People are definitely, the things that happen are definitely symptoms of underlying issues that just keep getting glossed over, so, but the way they divide us with the competing viewpoints, you have to pick one or the other. When honestly, a combination of not only punishment but also, hey, we need investment. We need some we need some ways of taking
Acid, like Komodo dragons.
What the hell is this man talking about? What strain was he smoking before this conversation happened? Because I want it.
It's fire, because you don't know about it, because you feel like I'm on fire.
This is what I say about, like, if you read the Bible, basically. If you read the Bible and look at it from a sci-fi perspective, it all starts to make actual sense, and you can go, oh, okay, maybe this is somebody trying to tell history.
That's the next part. It is. I believe the Bible is accurate in certain areas. I don't think Moses was real because, again, Egypt, there's no documentation how.
I'm also real quick. The production quality of this so far, like these streaming these wild work, because these are independent. Like they're all interconnected. They're part of the greater story, but these are basically mini movies. These are short films essentially. To me, that is absolutely, again, the level of creativity that he's taken and planned out for all of this is absolutely bonkers. I mean, absolutely insane. You don't see this. You just don't. It's like Shiro's story. Yeah, Shiro's story. That's the closest thing I've seen musically. Now, Drake did take and drop a project that was a lot of the stuff looked like related, but nothing on this type of scale, and nowhere near as good neither. Just throwing that out there. the CCTV look on this.
That was Scooter McFarlane with Don't Touch My Junk. The ladies are going wild over that one.
Yeah, that's Knox Hill's voice.
Now we've got a chart-to-chart exclusive coming in. For the second time now, I'm starting to get hot flashes. Another entry from Ren. Called the CDC. This one is crisis to crisis.
Run from the shame. Have you ever gave your love away?
Still fucking shit.
Crisis to crisis. That's kind of what we all kind of move through these days, right? As far as news cycles are concerned. Crisis to crisis.
I'm sick of it. I'm actually done. I can't be in this house any longer with this actual bunch of idiots. How can it possibly be that when me and Johnson are on a date and it's just us, he is the sweetest, kindest, most compassionate man, ticks every fucking box, and the second that we step foot back into this house, he's around all of his mates again, beating on their chests like fucking gorillas, all of that out the window. I just can't believe, like, when Mike's getting super
I'm glad that's not a show. My wife would probably watch it.
drunk, as he always does, and just being his stuck-up, arrogant, slimy, snaky little self. Thinks he's God's fucking gift to women. Thinks that just because he has a six-pack, barely, that he's something special. He's not.
Barely.
And I just know for a fact that every single girl at home is thinking the exact same thing as me. He's disgusting. I'm getting to the point now where I actually wish that I didn't vote off Pigman. Because he might have been a pig, but at least he was a man. Do you know what I mean?
Coming up.
Young dumb lady gas fully. Son? Yeah. That's not what I was thinking. That's not the phrase normally.
Sorry, it's the travel
there's
gives me
Knox.
nose issues. Fly on over to the UK, they said, Hank Hankerson. Come do the news for us. Great job. You want to go out for a drink? Sure. Come drink our lukewarm pints. What is this? Tea? Please. Coffee, bitches on that. Hey, how you doing? This is our co-employee, Susan. Hi, Susan. Nice to meet you. Wake up the next day after blacking out. Hi again, Susan. Nice to meet you. What you doing in my shower? Want to say hi on FaceTime to my wife? No, okay. Thank God I signed a prenup. Over to Hugh Moss for today's weather.
Trying to kill some time here because I honestly...
Bro. That just flippancy with all of that. Just done with it.
I'm seeing two of what's going on the teleprompter, and there's just a green screen behind me, so I have no idea whether the weather is weathering, but I know that there was snow flowing last night, if you catch my drift. You bastard. Anyway, I will pass you over to the floozy with the newsies. Susan from the news. Good night. Good morning. Good morning. Thank you very much.
Your social media company, Soulfeed, has been under a lot of public scrutiny recently. I assume you've heard of the accusations that the platform has been censoring the name Vincent Gavon and limiting posts from users.
Look, Sarah, listen. The answer is actually surprisingly simple. I mean, we couldn't believe it when we found out. It was possums.
Possums?
Migrating ones. You see, in our server rooms, we have an incredibly complex network of tables.
It was possums. Oh. And now you got the suppression of information and stuff like that. I love, bro, again, like just the societal dialogue we have going on here is just chef's kiss. Like he's, because you've seen interviews with Musk and Zuckerberg, and they give the dumbest answers for like, oh, why is this being, oh no, it's this reason right here.
Everyone attributed to each citizen of the United Kingdom, and last night a herd of possums snuck in, and the cable associated with Vincent Gavon 2 not 3. What are the chances this week? Guys, this is one of the most haunted car parks in Britain. You can feel the presence. I definitely felt different vibes coming from over here. Oh, crikey. We're getting a 6. A 6 on the spirit meter. 6.
What does it go up to?
4. If there are any ghostly presences among us, please make yourself known. Please. Wait. I'm going to attempt to make contact with the spirit realm. Okay. Gotta be very careful. Okay. Ghost. If you can hear me, please make 3 knocks. Wait, was that 4? It was 4. Ghost. If you can hear me, please make.
Make 3 knocks and knocks 4 times. Wait, was that 4? Like, bro. Oh my God. This is just, oh, again, like, just a level of stupidity that's kind of pervading. Dumbing you down.
3 knocking sounds.
Oh, so yeah, that's definitely 4.
Oh, it's probably not a ghost. Oh. Holy hand balloons. The spiritometer is literally going crazy right now. It's all over the place. I'm getting 4s, 5s. I'm getting a very strong reading. Wait, hold.
It's coming through really loud.
I'm getting an 18. I've never seen an 18 before. Josh, I think you might be a ghost.
What?
I think you might be dead. Wait, guys, cut the camera.
I'm scared.
Gains, incredible gains. How's it going? Wait, don't even bother asking. You already know. Gareth Gaines, a.k.a. the pre-workout assassin, a.k.a. Lord of the Lats. And you already know the score. Let's get ripped to the core, baby. Let's go. Lads, listen, I am operating on 0 calories, 10 grams to the decimal place of creatine monohydrates, and 6,000 grams of caffeine right now. I can practically
6,000 grams of caffeine. Oh, that's a hell of a pre-workout there, Bubba. Oh my God.
If you want to be hench, hit the bench. Bars for days, lads. Let's go. Manifest. That's law of attraction 101. If you think hard enough, your glutes will grow. That's quantum booty mechanics. Simple.
It was a night like any other night. You see that cat right there? That's Timmy Two Knuckles. And he didn't get his name from fighting. He got his hand stuck inside a panini press down on 5th Avenue. But here's the thing about Timmy Two Knuckles. He was a stone cold son of a bitch.
You think that's funny?
Neurodivergent talent show. Everybody and their mama seems to be neurodivergent these days. It's not a term you... Neurodivergent, autistic, with ADHD. Everybody these days. Oh. Yeah.
I'm told the jury and public are now being asked to take their seats in the courtroom, and the judge will soon be asking for opening statements. Stand by whilst we wait. The case of the Crown versus Vincent is about to begin.
Be seated.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, what you see before you is not a man consumed by rage or madness. You see an animal, a predator. A man bitter with his own circumstance but unable to take responsibility, who took no consideration for anyone around him and destroyed a life. Vincent Gavon shows no remorse, no grief, not even the pretense of sorrow for the heinous act he committed. As for Edmund Lockridge, a promising, hard-working young man, the son of Lord Lucian Lockridge, heir to the Lockridge estate, who gave so much to this country. His reward was to bleed to death on a London pavement. The punishment must fit the crime, not only as justice for Edmund, but protection for all of us.
Members of the jury, my client is not a monster. He is a man who worked hard and was compensated barely enough to keep his head above water. He lived quietly, respectfully, faded into the background, like working class people are so often asked to do. Don't complain, don't cause trouble, keep going. What happened that night was not calculated. It was not targeted. It was not political. It was a combination of too much alcohol and clumsy behaviour, a moment born not from hatred, but from exhaustion, the kind that builds after years of being overlooked, underpaid, and ground down by...
That judge taking a looking down, like he's looking, like checking the time as the defense, I guess, be the defense attorney taking and arguing in defense of Vincent. I just, yeah.
A system that says your life is your fault, whilst offering nothing to help you change it.
Get to the point, Miss Hall.
Yes, Your Honour. Mr. Garvon is under immense stress. Isolation, debt, drink, all of which severely impacted his judgment and mental health.
Excuses.
Explanations. Context matters.
Order. Keep it relevant.
Vincent, if you could tell the court how you feel, anything, please.
Heartless bastard!
Hello, love. Yeah. No, I'll just get a Chinese. That's all right, man. Sausage and mash should be fine. Alright then. I'll see you later. Bye.
You were working at the Druid's Head that night.
Yeah. Came in just before closing, ordered a pint, sat down, kept on drinking. Quiet, polite, nothing odd at first.
What made you remember him?
He came in a lot, almost every day after work. Just sitting there, not really saying much, not much of a chatter. Had a feeling he was a bit of a wrong 'un.
To your knowledge, did he know the victim?
Not from what I could tell. He didn't talk to anyone. But he looked like a man who had his mind made up.
Objection, speculation.
Sustained.
I seen him nick that poor guy's guitar, the homeless guy. He grabbed it right out of his hands. Imagine stealing from the homeless. Like, how evil do you have to be? I could sense it on him.
Objection. Sensing evil is no grounds for prosecution.
But I could sense it on him. I could smell it in the air. I could smell the evil.
Enough. The jury will retire in due course. For now, this court is adjourned.
Give me your arms. Walk.
Now we're getting to the meat of everything, taking and seeing the trial. Again, this is just such a... all of the distracting stuff beforehand that you're taking and seeing, showing this, the dumbing down of society as in general. Stuff to keep us, again, sedated. It might not take and be drugs that you're taking to sedate yourself, but the mind-numbing TV where you don't think, you just watch, right? You just turn your brain off and watch. It still has the same sedating effect, and it has an effect on society as a whole. But it's to take your mind off. There's a reason why it's called programming. You're programmed to take and not really you fuss and fluster throughout the day, and then you're given all this stuff to forget the situation that you're in, or those prospects you don't have, or what have you. And it seems like it does seem like that there's certain machinations that try to take and keep people in their station in life.
Taking us back to art class with color. Love the flows on that. Nice. Oh my titties. This is getting
Oh, this fucking tosser again.
motherfucking red! I just wish you would have my babies already.
One I will conjure thunder from diaphragm, click and bang with my gun like tongue is tongue among us demons walk and run straight to the jugular done. I'm sicker than a big pharma rap looking for a paycheck, paddling a pharmaceutical that's pretty suspect with a phase 1 trial. Never got peer vat, never got respect, still hit the mark, hit the carpet, pulled from under the carcass, the body bag still got the drug rep heartless. The smartest in the room don't mean the sharpest, cause smart can be done.
I mean, who is this guy?
The smartest in the room doesn't mean the sharpest, right?
I mean, who is this guy?
Diazepam, Speedy, Valley, Gonzalez, living by your alias, first name Marcus, forged in the fire, in the flames of darkness. The last school drool on the fellowship carcass.
A surge of rioting broke out last night in London, following the life sentencing of convicted murderer Vincent Gavon. There has been an outcry of public anger following the controversial decision to live stream footage taken from hidden cameras set up in the prison where he is set to be incarcerated. Activists are calling it a blatant violation of human rights. While the pilot episode proceeded to gather the highest ratings of any show ever televised in British history, over to Wesley Theodore Fellows on the ground for more.
Oh, wow.
In a world full of soft stomachs, one man dared to flex back. They took everything from him, except his core strength. Johnson Thunder, the only thing harder than his abs was his revenge. Sarah Blaze, written by a man, so she has absolutely zero survival instincts. Abs
Taking a stab at the shallow female character writing. I love that. That's hysterical because everybody watches me like, why would you do that? Of course, his plot armor to take and give the good guy, give him his sainthood and everything like that by the end of the movie. But makes you go, what the fuck? What the fuck? Why? That's funny.
Vengeance.
Lobotomy or life.
Welcome to the only show where you get to decide the future of our nation's most dangerous and most desperate. Tonight, 16 inmates enter the Big Slammer. But remember, they have absolutely no idea that they're also entering the world's most extreme game show, broadcast live straight from their cells to your living room. Yes, but will they be reborn as model citizens through cutting-edge procedures, or will they rot behind bars until the end of their days? Who wins? You decide! That's right, because it's time for lobotomy or life! Each week, 3 of our prison population step forward as contestants. 3 men, 3 chances at redemption, but only one can win your vote.
Oh, this is a dark take on voyeurism right here. Holy shit. The exploitative nature of TV shows that you see, like, this is going kind of extreme with it. Oh.
And to earn it, they'll face the toughest challenges life behind bars has to offer. Yes! Will they rot? Or will they be reborn into society with the wonders of rehabilitating neuroscience? Who knows? But this week, we've got something special. Meet Kenny, our undercover prisoner. That's right. For the next 3 months, Kenny will be living among the inmates. Ugh.
90 days in.
Sharing their cells. Facing the challenges and reporting back to you. So let's start with contestant number 1, Vincent Gavon. Oh, come on. Come on. No. Office worker by day, headline by night. No past convictions, no explanation, no remorse, at least none that anyone's seen. Some call him a killer. Some call him a symbol. Most call him Britain. And tonight, he doesn't get to stay silent anymore because you decide what happens next. One man will walk free. One man will be changed forever, and one will stay behind bars. Who wins your vote tonight?
Dude, good God.
To me, your life, to the number on your screen.
That's... Bro, that's some dark shit right there. Like, oh, and the thing about it is like, if something like that existed, I don't think anybody would be surprised. That's the sad thing.
Screen, and as ever, the results after the break.
It would be a controversial show for about 6 weeks, and that's it. And then they'd re-up for season 2.
Hello, love. Yeah. You watching the telly? You'd never believe he's just walked in. Yep. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. That's right.
Face the wall for me. So we've got the big star in here, yeah? I see you on the TV with my missus. I ain't be expecting any sort of special treatment in here, my man. Enjoy your stay.
Music over top of this is pensive but beautiful. Singular, but like that's so it seems like he's being kept in like isolation for sure. That would take and drive anybody crazy. Just after 30 minutes you'd be ready to do something drastic.
Yo, bro, listen, you're gonna hold this for us, yeah?
Wait, what the fuck's that?
Listen, I said you're gonna hold this for us, yeah?
Bro, I've been getting grief off the fucking guards all day.
Yeah?
I guess I'm gonna be holding this for you boys.
Got it? Come on.
Like he was giving some hooch there. So, door open, it's not solitary. Although he's got a single bed in the cell, which...
Inmate? What is in your hand? Show me your pocket. What is this? Show me what's in your pockets. Empty your pockets now! What is that? What's that? This. I mean, you can see who that is. It's me, isn't it? This one.
Well, I get the feeling it's about to go sideways.
Watch it.
Just showing the mundane.
Fuck, man! Every fucking day!
Yo, look at me, sit down, bro. Say, what's your name? What's your name, brother? Vincent.
Jim.
I heard that shit, mate. I pressed the fucking ball, right? Put this down, bro. You alright, man?
Fucking little.
What was that about, mate? I heard some tension. I heard when he's quite see. I heard some
Fucking photo. It's a fucking photo. It's just me and my fucking girlfriend around.
What's the fucking taking out?
Do you know what I mean? There's nothing in that. It's not fucking contraband. We're supposed to be allowed like normal fucking things. Like how
They
many
took a
people would
photo.
have a picture of them and a fucking girl or a...
Bro, you wanna, if it ain't nudie pic or something like that, and you take a photo from a prisoner, that's a recipe for disaster in the future. Retaliation. That's how you drive somebody absolutely like, again, but it's part of, yeah.
Just someone send something in, like...
Wait, so is that not? Like, I literally just got an
Well, you can have shit like that. You can have stuff sent in like that as long as it's not fucking. There's a list of things you're allowed. They just fucking pick on you just to fucking take everything you got away.
I'll say something.
Like, I'm already paying the fucking price, man. Like the same as you, like.
I'll say something, mate. I'm in there for lifestyle. Fucking say something to the next time I see him, mate. It's not. It's like a power trip, mate.
I'm supposed to be. Sorry, man.
Hey, bro. Don't be sorry. You're the first person that's come in and spoken to me all day, like, and treated me like a fucking human being. I appreciate it. I wish I
feel like I've been really screwed.
Hey, it's better than staring at a fucking wall all day. I'll tell you that. Jay. Vincent.
You just know him, right?
Yeah, I'm in it for a long time, so I'm trying to get used to the dynamic of the place a little bit. And so far it's good.
It's not great.
It's kind of exactly what I expected.
It's not great. Well, we're not all there.
I hate people that just try and make you feel small. It's pathetic, mate.
Sorry, I'll talk to her about it as well. I'll tell them they know me.
You got a pick on you, mate.
Yeah, man. It's about what we got here.
Brother, it's been a pleasure, man.
No, sorry, man. I'm taking off this.
No, it's alright,
I'm sorry. I'm a few doors up, alright? Like, fucking.
Mate,
I'm gonna talk to her about that.
I'm gonna say something to him, mate. I'm gonna say something about you.
You're good.
No, it's not
me.
me.
But fucking, if you need anything, alright? Like, your commissary will come for me. Thursday.
Jay, you're a Jay.
Yes. Yeah. You need anything until then? Fucking just general bits and bobs.
I'll see you around, man.
So,
Nice to meet you, Jay.
again, it all still feels like setup, but yeah, that they took it away. They take everything away. They don't let you have nothing. Like, there's basic essential type stuff that you're supposed to be allowed to take and have. Pictures being one of them, as long as they're not nudie pics and stuff like that. But all the time stuff like that happens, and who you gonna report it to?
But Haynes, what the fuck are you doing, mate? Jay's just coming in here saying you're taking a fucking picture of me. Yeah, I'm talking to you, mate. It's the only thing that fucking gets him through the day and you walk in.
This shit happens in our place, we have to do something about it. It's called consequences, my man.
Consequences of what? Having a picture of his fucking family doesn't make sense, mate.
Mate, stop talking to me like this, man. I tell you, sit your ass down on that bed now.
I can sit myself down.
Sit down on the bed now.
Does it make you feel powerful taking fucking things off people? Does it make you feel fucking powerful?
Fucking powerful, you
You got crazy. You got the person that's sitting there watching all of like.
How's that for a bit of power, mate?
Sweet dreams, Governor. Sweet dreams.
What's the here's my question at this point, because it seems like it's just like an overseer. All he does is watch, a watcher basically, like almost like an outside viewer, but he's not. He's within the system itself, and it just watches everything happen. The guy that's at the bank of TVs with the phone that rings every so often.
Only little old me. Right. Isn't that much better? Very interesting. Yeah, thank you. Oh. Marvelous specimen. Strapping, you know. I always have very much enjoyed this part. It's the anticipation. Like opening up a watch to see what makes it tick. Very well. Jolly good. Everything seems to be very much above board. Toodaloo. Carry on.
Bro. You got the psycho doctor there, and that seems to be literal in more than one way with the way he's portraying that character. Oh wow. He's an odd bird to say the least. He's a little bit too happy. So first off, continuing Vincent's tale from the last video, and just continuing the tale of Vincent and showing all of the society, the way society is built, the way society functions today, between the mind numbing, turn off your brain programming that you get on television, and Also, the vision that's created through the rhetoric from opposing sides, opposing viewpoints whenever things like this happen, but also taking and showing, hey, basically, this is basically it's as much a story as is almost a societal cautionary tale, because so many people feel like is what's portrayed by Vincent and the what we've been shown so far. It's this project is shaping up to be a modern masterpiece. I don't care what how you want to place it, whether you want to take and label it as music, whether you want to take it's art. Like this is a overall thus far is just it's such a work of art. The interconnection, not only between the continuations and everything like that, as far as between the videos, but also the tie back to previous things. And but you also take and hear uh, like a lot of the underlying messaging is run through a lot of Ren's other music that he's so the interconnectivity with everything, like it's all. I don't want to go so far as to say as thus far the artistry is unmatched, but holy fuck, if it is, like it's show me, absolutely fucking show me, and just the you take away the storytelling. You take away the storytelling aspect of this, and just the mirror that's thrown up of the way society runs and the way that the common man is forgotten. The common man is used. The common man is oftentimes where before the common man can climb above his station. Nowadays, it's a much harder concept, and people take and lose faith. They lose that will to strive for success. But there's a reason for that. Like, it's still art underneath. It's still a reflection in a way that a lot of art does in a preachy style without taking in and like it's just so much. This is this is this is art in the way art is intended, in my opinion. If you're gonna have something to say, like granted, I'm not saying don't create music or anything else like that, but if you've got a message and you've got to create a vision, no matter how broad or how crazy you think it might be, trying to take and get it all out there, go with that vision. This is a vision right here that just, I'm astounded. I don't know if I can accurately put into words just how I'm a fan of, especially I love music, number one, but number two, like some of my favorite pieces of just entertainment in general as societal type reflections or societal parables, almost like A Clockwork Orange and like the depiction of the ultra violence and the need to, you know, it's just without taking and attacking the root cause, any type of rehabilitation is going to be it's not going to take and work. You can't change a person's base character without taking it and attacking the underlying causes of things and the way they're wired. Like there's a sometimes literally punishment is the answer, but past all that, the ultra violence and the way it started to be played out in public and all that good stuff. Anyways, that type of that type of stuff, that type of to me that's a work of art. As much as it's a movie, that's a work of art. This as much as this is and night one, two, and three, these were short films. These were short films to move along the storytelling, but also it built it kind of did world building and just again, I'm wholly inadequate. As much as I like to take and pontificate, I'm at a loss for words at just how stunning what he's creating and created to this point is. Because again, there's so much tie back not only with the thematic, with the themes that we've heard underlying, with the themes that we've heard, but also just just tie back to Jenny and Screech. But the message is broadcast like the way it's being played out here. That's permeated his music to this point. So it's such a it's such an intertwining basically of his a lot of his artist identity that it makes it all feel interconnected in a way that you don't see with other artists. Like this is a culmination of everything we've seen previously. You don't you don't see that. You just don't see that. It's fucking phenomenal. Absolutely fucking phenomenal. And I don't know other way to take and put it. Um, I can't wait to take a look at Starry Night now. Like, I wanted to take a look at it regardless, but now it's just like, just I'm so mind blown. It's not even funny. Hope y'all enjoyed this. Y'all be good to each other. Love yourselves.